Hi there, beautiful soul. So, this week's topic is about how healing is outside of the comfort zone. So, therefore, the comfort zone is a state of disease. Dis-ease, not being at ease. With what? Another word for not being at ease is stress. And another word for stress is resistance. So, resisting what? That's the question. Chronically resisting what? That means as well that it is also an unconscious choice to keep being in resistance, to keep being in a state of dis-ease. And maybe it has been a choice one day to consciously be in a state of resistance. But after many years, a state of chronic dis-ease becomes a disease, and the choice eventually becomes unconscious. So you have to find out, what is it that you're doing? What is it that you're resisting? And then chronically do the opposite. Very often the comfort zone is as well a state of anxiety. And some of the people that I talk to, they don't even realize that they are in a state of anxiety, because they're so good at blocking this anxiety from themselves. So then I have to point them towards their anxiety. So, because you can't, heal something that you're not even aware of, that it is there. So, being in a state of anxiety means that there is a lot of chronic stress going on, a lot of chronic fear, resisting the fear. And many people act then bravely. They cope with the feeling of fear by being brave, or let's say acting brave. But is that really such a brave thing? Because I think it's much braver to face your fears, and to face your situation, and to face the disease that you're having in your life. Because the state of disease was there long before a physical illness appeared. I call it the paradox of healing, because it always turns out to be the other way around somehow. Very often people as well have the feeling of not feeling good enough. And they cope with that by acting in the external world to prove that they're good enough. But of course the feeling remains, so they always have to do a little bit more. That enhances the feeling of not feeling good enough, because otherwise you wouldn't have to do that. And by stopping this fight or flight behavior that you're walking or running away from yourself with, by stopping that, by stopping the fight or flight, stopping the stress hormones, you move outside of the comfort zone. So if self-hatred then, to walk away from yourself, is the comfort zone, then self-love is the cure. And you love it by looking at it, by staying with it. Okay, I have anxiety. Okay, I have the feeling of not being good enough. Good. Let's breathe towards it. Let's stay with it. Let's feel it. It's the other way around. Chronically doing the opposite. The paradox of healing. Do you have one of your own examples in this case? Or maybe you have an example about unconscious resistance, about how a state of dis-ease is your comfort zone. Can you share it in the comments? And can you maybe read what everybody else is writing and analyze this, if this is also for yourself the case? Because many people with a condition like ME/CFS or fibromyalgia, they have some sort of the same coping personality. So what counts for one human being with this condition might as well count for someone else. And if you read some of the examples, like I hope that they're going to be written there, and you feel resisting towards that, maybe even a scream, no, this is not the case for me, then as well analyze that resistance, analyze that unease. And if that causes you to feel unease, then there must be something to it, right? So the paradox of healing and the unconscious resistance that we keep doing every day in our lives. Me as well. I have to be conscious about it, It's constant work. Sometimes after a coaching session, people think that they're ready. No, I just gave you the tools and I just resolved some of the issues with you. But it's a journey that's going to take for the rest of your life. There is a choice of resisting and there is a choice of allowing. There's a choice of hatred and there's a choice of love. I wish you a beautiful day with this. Well, with this, I wish you a beautiful anyway. Take care. Bye.